Hi everybody, it's Az here from HeelvsBabyface on the live servers for Warlords of Draenor, but nowhere near Draenor itself because far more interesting things are happening here in ICC 25HC. If you cast your eye over to the quest log, you'll notice that Funtime Frank is only a couple of shards short now of completing the legendary quest line for Shadowmourne. Now, although my friends were quick to try and psych me out on TeamSpeak today, saying that the last one won't drop until the Lich King or something like that, thankfully for me, the gods of RNG favoured me a wee bit, and not only did the first one drop from Marrowguard, but the second one dropped immediately from Lady Deathwhisper. So that was really cool. So the first two bosses dropped the shards that I required, and I go back to Mograine and I hand them in. So when I hand them in, Mograine does a little bit of exposition and we get the legendary axe, which admittedly doesn't look all that impressive to me. Yes, it's got a very nice spell effect on it, but other than that, it's pretty much a bog standard axe. But, you know, it's a legendary, so I'm going to kind of leave it right there. Now, if I wanted to, because I have the axe, I could have simply have left the instance with my legendary, waved up above, and, you know, yay, and all that kind of jazz. But you do get an additional quest once you have received the legendary item, and that is to defeat the Lich King. Now, I do mount runs every Sunday on live stream, my Sunday Mass, mount farming. And ICC is one of the places that I go to because I try and get invincible. So this is not a big deal for me. I've been doing this on my main character, and I've been doing this on my Funtime Frank character as well because of the legendary quest line. So I just simply did what I would have normally have done. Ran through the rest of the instance until I got to Arthas. You have to have the legendary weapon equipped when you defeat him. Although the quest log is very ambiguous about whether you do or don't, a little bit of research on the forums had a blue post say, yes, you must actually have the legendary weapon equipped for that to complete. But defeat Arthas, it completes the quest. Not only that, when you loot him and realise that you didn't get invincible again, you actually find yourself with a quest item, a box of different little mementos. So hand that in to Mograine, and he will give you the box opened up in return. You open it up, surprisingly enough, and inside there's lots of little epic trinkets, but nothing that you can do anything with. But the people around the opening area, the Light's Hope area, are all here, and you'll notice which ones belong to who, because A, you can either put on the low-level quests and they'll pop up, or B, just read what the items are, and you'll notice that they correspond to various people here. So I gave one to Mograine, and then again, a little bit of storyline happens. Once this is going on, you can't run off to the other people and start to hand their items in. It locks them out. You've got to listen to the storyline which is being given to you, but afterwards, you get an item from it. From Mograine, I got the Crimson Death Charger. From Muradin, I got his Favour, which converts me into a dwarf. Jaina had the Locket, which teleports you to Dalaran. Sylvanas had the music box. We had Uther with his Tabard. So there's lots of things that you can grab from this box itself. It's very, very rewarding indeed. I needed a couple of these. I needed Muradin's Favour, and I wanted to turn myself into that dwarf as a toy. I also wanted the Crimson Death Charger as a mount. I don't have it, so I use those two. But the others, you know, I can sort of do with or do without. So if you go to the auction house, your respective auction house on your server, you'll probably realise you can get a pretty penny for these different items. I mean, the tabard itself can range anywhere between 10k to 50, 60, 70, 80 and above k, depending on how desperate people are for them. And with no doubt a tabard tab incoming to the World of Warcraft, most likely sooner rather than later, which will allow you to share your tabards across all of your characters. Something like the Lightbringer's tabard could become very, very lucrative indeed if you decided to sit on it. But otherwise, just go out, have some fun, use the toys that you want to have in your inventory. The Sylvanas music box is absolutely fantastic when you use that. The convenience of the teleportation over to Dalaran in case you didn't have the Dalaran ring, that's brilliant as well. And also a mount. If it's a mount that you want, why not get it for yourself? So there we go. Not only is Shadowmourne got, but loads of toys for us to play with as well, and I hope you enjoyed the vid. If you did, do get a thumbs up and also subscribe to my channel. Follow me on social media and Twitch for live streaming. Those links are in the description down below, and I'll be back with more stuff very soon. You take care, everybody. Bye-bye.